Hey guys, this is Jojo Kaiser here. I'm back with another video for you guys today. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful day. But before we get into today's story time, I just want to let everyone know Happy New Year's. This is the second video that I made within this new year. You can watch my, previous video, which by the way is my very first Q&A video. So if you want, you can, check that out. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. But with all that said, let's get on into today's story time. So today's story takes place back in 2019. It was the second semester of me being in college. So I get up, take a shower, eat, whatever the case may be, all that stuff, right? Then I get ready, I get on the train, blah, blah, blah. I make it to college, and as soon as I get into my class, I noticed that there was something off out today for some weird reason. I didn't know what was wrong yet, but I just had a feeling that something was weird. But anyways, I sit down in my assigned seat, and I noticed that there's a random student sitting like 2 rows back that's constantly, staring at me. Like, he's literally staring at me with this really pissed off expression. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? Because keep in mind, like, I've never even talked to this person before, right? I don't know who this person is or what their beef is with me, but all I know is that he's apparently pissed off at something and he's staring at me. So naturally, I was like, okay. So anyway, class ends and, I walk out of the class and, a few minutes after me walking out of the class, I get this random message on my phone, and the message that I got was a little bit weird. So the message read, and I quote, "Hey Nicholas, just missed you from class. I want you to go to the library. I'm gonna beat your ass." And the moment I read that message, I thought to myself, what the hell? And, you would think that with a message like that, you would not go to the place where someone is threatening to beat you up, right? But no, my dumbass decided, you know what? This seems interesting. Better go look and see what happens. Now look, for future reference, don't be like dumbass me during that particular time. If you ever receive any message of any kind of somebody trying to threaten you for no reason whatsoever, don't go there, because that makes absolutely no sense. Don't do what I just did. Please don't. So anyways, my dumbass self just automatically goes to the library and, tries to find out what's going on. Because you don't normally get a message like this, whenever someone is trying to threaten you to beat you up for honestly no reason. Like, the message itself didn't really give off a reason as to why some random guy that I'd never met before, was trying to beat me up for no reason whatsoever. So anyways, I get to the library, I sit down, and I'm trying to look around to see who, is trying to beat me up. Because keep in mind, I didn't give my phone number to anybody in the library. I usually don't do that with people that I've never met before. So it's really weird that this random guy that is trying to beat me up for whatever reason somehow has my phone number, which is weird. But then randomly out of nowhere, I hear this loud shriek of someone saying, "Hey, Nicholas!" And then this random guy from my class that was looking at me really angry, walks up to me. And look, I'm not the type of person that, wants to judge people based on their looks. I think doing that is one of the most shallow things a person can do. But for the sake of the story time, I think I have the right to do so because, the moment you try to threaten someone to beat them up, chances are I think you have the right to make fun of them at least a little bit. So this weird Oompa Loompa looking motherfucker walks up to me and is like, "Oh wow, so you finally came to the library, huh?" And I'm like, well, yeah, just wanted to see what's going on, because it's not every day that you get a random message from a person you've never met before saying that they want to beat you, like, for no reason whatsoever. And then randomly out of nowhere, I see 3 other dudes that I've also never met before, right? Come out of the shadows, and they're standing right next to this, random Oompa Loompa looking motherfucker, right? And I'm thinking to myself, okay, who the fuck are these guys? Because, like, I've never met them before. I've never talked to these people before, but for some reason, this guy has such a massive hate boner for me for no reason whatsoever. So I say, okay, what's going on here? Like, I've never talked to you before. You clearly have my number, which, to be honest, I don't know how you even got my number to begin with, because I usually don't give numbers to random people that I've never met before. So, yeah, how'd you get my number? And he's like, "Well, don't worry about it, bro." And I'm like, I should worry about it, because that means that I have to change my number, so yeah, why do you have my phone number? Then he says, "Yo, bro, don't worry about it, I'm about to beat you up." So then I just go out and say, "Alright, dude, look, you're trying to beat me up in the middle of a library where there's multiple people around here, right? You are such a dumbass, right? You would think that if you're trying to send a message to somebody saying that you want to beat them up, you would most likely tell them to go a back alleyway or like an abandoned railroad track or just something like that. But no, the middle of a fucking library where there's multiple people around? Why? That just makes no sense." So I tell this guy all this, and it's like, "Yo, bro, you're trying to mess around with me? You think that I'm a fucking dumbass?" Then randomly out of nowhere, I'm like, "Yes, you're being a dumbass." Because if you're trying to threaten somebody for no reason whatsoever, you would think, oh, I don't know, take them to a more, private area to try and beat them up. You don't just go around telling someone to beat them up, at a random library for no reason whatsoever. Like, you're seriously a dumbass, right? Then this dumbass goes, that's it. And he grabs, the front of my shirt, right? And I'm thinking that he's about to beat me up. And then a random security guard comes out of nowhere and he says, whoa, 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 break it up, break it up. So this random Oompa Loompa looking motherfucker from my class that I've never met before finally lets go of me, and he and the rest of his dumbass pussies run away from me. And I'm just standing there all confused because I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Then the security guard came up to me and asked me if I was okay, to which I said, yeah, they were about to jump me for no reason whatsoever. Like, I've never met these guys before. And then the security guard was like, okay, look, just, make sure that whatever the case may be, don't talk to those guys anymore. Let your professor know if he's in your class or whatever the case may be. And then I said, okay, sure. And that's exactly what I did. Like 10 minutes later, I went back to my professor, right, to talk about the situation with that guy. And, I just straight up snitched on him. Now, look, I'm not the type of person that likes to snitch on people. I just think that doing that sometimes, depending on, the circumstances, can be a little bit dumb. But the moment you start threatening me to beat me up, and when you're about to beat me up, I'm sorry, but I think I have the right to, fucking snitch on you because you're about to beat me up. And that's exactly what I did, right? So then the next week comes, and I immediately walk up into class, right? And sure enough, he's not there anymore. So I asked the professor, what was wrong? Like, what happened to him? And apparently this guy has some sort of history of threatening people, because apparently this wasn't the first time that he did this to a random student for no reason whatsoever. So yeah, he's gone. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if, suspended or expelled or whatever the case may be. But sure enough, he just left, and I never saw him again. And to this day, I still don't know the reason as to why he randomly got my phone number and messaged me for no reason whatsoever, which is still weird, because, like, why? That just makes no sense. Why message a random person that apparently you know, but you've never met before, saying that you want to beat them up, and then not do it? Like, that just makes no sense whatsoever. What did I do to you? Like, I did absolutely nothing. But, yeah, that's pretty much the story about how I almost got jumped in college back in 2019 for no reason whatsoever. So, yeah, moral of the story is, if you ever receive any kind of, message on your phone or email or whatever the case may be of some random guy telling you that they want to beat you up, don't go there, right? Don't be like dumbass me going to, the library to see what's up. Like, no, don't do that. Tell someone immediately. Like, don't just go to a random guy, right, because they emailed you or messaged you or whatever the case may be saying that they want to beat you up. Like, no, that's stupid. Don't do that. Don't go there. Please stay safe and tell someone about it. But, yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the story. I hope you all enjoyed it. I mean, I personally didn't, but I hope you all enjoyed the story about how I almost got beat up. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, I highly recommend, liking this video and subscribing to my channel for more of my dumb content. A link to all my social media pages will be down in the description below for those of you that want to check it out. And until next time, this is JoJo Kaiser signing out. Make sure you stay sexy and wear a condom. Peace!